guys, welcome to Short Nail Life. So in today's video, we are doing this very beautiful water marble drag technique, and I saw this look on Instagram a couple of times. So I don't even have an original creator. I'm sorry. I saw a lot of people doing it, and I just thought it was so beautiful. I fell in love with this look. It is so pretty, and I can't wait to show you guys how I did it. But I'm gonna tell you now, this was a fail, as you can see probably, but we'll get into that more in the coming up. So if you watched Tuesday's video, I showed you guys I'm repurchasing nail polishes again because I stopped for a while. I'm actually trading out a lot of my old AliExpress for these because of the bottles. I just feel like the bottles from AliExpress are too small, and I always end up tipping them over, and I struggle with the bottles. Like, nothing against the brands. I will probably purchase some more of the same brands because they have it on Amazon in a bigger quantity. But yeah, I'm redoing them. But these are the colors in that Beatles kit, and they're all supposed to be jelly. They're more opaque than some of my other jelly colors were. So I was kind of confused when I first got them, but I actually love them. I love having like different jelly type colors, some being more opaque than others. But right now, I'm just trying to even out the surface of these nails because they were a little bit lumpy from where the two tips met each other. And I tried to follow it a little bit, but I feel like you weren't going to see it anyway. So I'm just evening out the surface. So if you're looking at these nails like I am watching the footage back, they look like they may be too big for the hand. But honestly, the hand actually has a high apex built into it automatically. And if I would have went shorter, well, smaller, you would tell and you would think that the nail would be too small for the hand, because I did try it. It would have a gap on the side basically, and I could just file these shorter anyway, which I think I did. I'm not sure. But while we're talking about the hand, this is actually my old practice hand. I don't use this practice hand anymore because I bought the 4-finger hand, which is why I don't do a thumb on those videos. I love that hand so much, so I just started using it, and I never used this one again. And when I was using this hand, I was actually filming long nail content, so I never really paid attention to the flaws of this hand. I just thought it was the best hand ever. But now that I'm doing it again with short nails, I realized that short nails are not for this hand. I didn't have enough room to actually file this nail. If you didn't know, I pulled these nails out to file them, and I had no room to do that because the nail wells, or wherever you stick the nails in, is so small in there. I would have to cut an opening to have it go back far enough for me to actually be usable and functional, I guess you can say. So yeah, I didn't have an enjoyable experience with this hand, which is why it failed, because the nails are bulky. They look bulky because I gave up filing because I couldn't hold on. But here is my first actual fail of this video. So when I was sticking my hand in the lamp, this happened, and it cured like this. Unfortunately, but I do fix it off camera. I didn't think I needed to fix it on camera because I don't think any of us will do this in real life, and if we do, all we have to do is wipe the product off and start over, which is what I think everybody would do. I'm not sure. You may go on like I did. I'm not sure. But yeah, this hand I struggled with, and it was hard. I like to hand file my nails. I don't really use the drill after I build the nails up. I just feel like I get a better look with hand filing, and I know I said I was going to start trying to use my drill more to finish file, but I still haven't gotten to it. I try, and then I'll just put it down like, oh, I can do it better, so much better with my hand file. So I file and shape these nails off camera, but these are the nail tips I use. I thought they would be good in the hand because they were pointed, and I thought I could probably push them back further than the square ones I used. It was not a good idea because I had nothing to grab onto filing these nails. Nothing. So yeah, this was a struggle, which is why I say this was a fail. The nails looked bulky. It wasn't a good time. These are the colors I'm going to use. I picked from the Beetles. I use everything but 764, I believe. And I'm sorry if you can see the camera jumping. It stops, I believe. Hopefully it does. So I really didn't have to do this. This is just a clear layer to even out the surface. But I didn't need to do this because it's just adding more bulk, because I didn't really take the bulk off like I would have liked to. And I do build my nails up a little bit bulkier because I do over file. So I try to give myself room to file. But I'm getting better about that too, applying it better so I don't have to file as much. But for right now, it didn't work with this hand. So as you can see, I'm just putting the colors on. And I do rainbow color if you're wondering why I put the pink next to the orange, which I probably should have moved it because it looked, for right now, they're kind of blending too much into each other. But I thought it would be better to do rainbow. I always do rainbow order, to be honest. It's just easier than me having to figure out what the colors to put beside each other. I'm sorry. And so I just drag the brush through the wet polish. And I do wipe my brush off to get rid of some of that excess. And if you feel like it's too much excess, you could take a glove or wipe and go around the edges of the nails. Like, don't go too much on the nails because you'll wipe off the design, but go around the edges and remove all that extra product. So I'm just doing the same thing. I put the colors on the nail. And to me, there's no right or wrong way to do this. It's just whichever way you feel like doing it. But you're going to take a dry, well, actually my brush is not that dry. I always put a little bit of polish on it when the first time I swipe it through, but I do remove the polish too at this point because it's a little too much polish on it. If you can see me, I'm just dabbing it on that palette just to remove a little bit. And I do flash cure each nail. Well, I cure it fully each nail after I get done perfecting it the way I like. And my favorite is that green, blue, and purple. It just turned out so pretty. And so I'm doing the same technique as I did a minute ago, but I'm just doing it, bringing them down the nail. And you want to make sure you get your cuticle area as good as you can, because if it's looking bad, you can definitely tell. And I will get that pink off that other nail later on. Oh, I don't think I told you guys why I put clear under these. Because these are jelly, I wanted them to shine as a jelly color. So I was trying to put jelly down under them. And so I did a nail bed on those pointer and pinky because you see they're only halfway filled or halfway done, or however you say it. So yeah, I put that on because I didn't want you to see the nail bed. But I did want the colors to kind of shine as being a jelly color, which is why I didn't put a color under them. I hope that makes sense. A nude color under them. So with this, I'm doing these too thick, and I end up realizing it when I press stop off camera, and I redid them off camera, but it's the same technique. I'm just not putting so much pressure on them the second time I do this, because I didn't like this at all. And I actually wiped this off before I go to my pinky, and I knew I was going to redo this off camera, but I ended up redoing all of them off camera. Just don't put so much pressure on the brush. I actually recommend like mixing a clear and a really pretty glitter that you like a silver or a gold glitter, or even a rose gold glitter, and doing that, making these lines with that glitter mix instead of this. I feel like that glitter would make it pop more than this metal color or gold color. So I did do this rhinestone placement off camera because I struggled with the way I shaped these nails. It just wasn't working for me. But yeah, I told you guys this was a fail. I I didn't even want to put this video out because I felt like it was a fail, but I love the design and I really wanted to share it anyway. But I'm just top coating all of them with this Young Nail top coat. And I have a question if you use Young Nails. I bought this top coat like months ago around like Black Friday, and I never used it until this moment, and it smells so bad. I know they changed their formula because it used to smell like monomer. So my question is it gone bad or does it really smell like this now? Because I know they changed their formula. It stinks. And it shouldn't have gone bad in just like a couple of months. I'm not sure. But this is how they turned out, and they're so beautiful. I love them. They are so pretty. The thumb was an experiment. I'm still experimenting with nail beds, but thank you guys for joining me. Tell me what you think. I think it's a fail because of the shaping, but please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I want you guys to have an amazing day. I do new videos every Tuesday and Friday. Bye.